Wakefield, it's Saturday night at the Wrenthorpe Palladium.
General synopsis of midnight. Low Bailey 972, expected Pharaohs 964 by midnight tonight. New Low, moving rapidly east, expected Lundy 999 by same time. Viking, north and Sierra, south and Sierra. 40s, Chromatine 4. Tyne, Dogger, Fisher.
Hey, you know, right, everything heals. Heart heals, the mind heals, wounds heal. Your happiness is always going to come back, and well, one day, this will just be an anecdote. Bad times, they don't last.
Good evening, everybody. My name's Jessica Rowbottom. I'm the single soul member of the Bleeding Obvious. Well, here we are, a job well done. Live for now, what's done is done. The roof is mended, the grass is cut. Time for a cuppa. Splendid. This is nice. The shoes still fit, could afford that outfit if I wanted it. The sun is shining, though it's cold. Could be worse, but it's splendid. A silver lining's hidden in the cloud. Have faith, what goes around comes around. Call your friends, tell them the news. World's okay, nothing left to lose. When you're lying in the gutter and you're looking at the stars, picking it up, splendid. Life is good, life is great. Have a drink or two with mates. Raise a glass to the friends we've got. Today it's all splendid. A silver lining's hidden in the cloud. Have faith, what goes around comes around. G&T, splendid. Dancing in the kitchen.
Splendid.
Yellow car.
Splendid.
Northern Star.
Splendid.
A laugh with your mates.
Splendid.
That tricky first date. Yorkshire tea.
Splendid.
Swimming upwards, bit by bit. I can Hasburger, but I hated it. Someone out there loves your lots. Keep on trucking, splendid. Walk the line, walk it good. Don't get caught up in the mud. Throw some shapes as you walk through town. Ain't it all just splendid? A silver lining's hidden in the clouds. Have faith, what goes around comes around. Good evening, everybody. Everybody out there in Facebook land, hello! God. So, hello and welcome to Wrenthorpe Palladium. And Wrenthorpe Palladium, if I may say so, is actually basically my dining room. Let's press that button there. I always forget to press buttons in these things, you see. There's an awful lot of buttons. And if you're a friend of mine on Facebook or have you might have seen a little time-lapse video earlier when we were setting it all up. Anyway, I shall sit down because this next one is very city-downy, isn't it? It's a very city-downy one. Yeah? Oh, there we go. Oh, which camera am I on? Oh, I'm on that one. Am I on that one? No? Oh, we're on that one, are we? Have we mixed all the tallies up? Oh, God. So basically, the thing is, right, we ran this entire system so that, that one. I ran this entire system so that I got little lights that come on the cameras whenever I'm meant to look at one. And unfortunately, we've just mixed them all up, which is really, really stupid. Anyway, not very clever at this, really. So we're going to go through quite a few songs tonight. There's a new song. There's some new versions of old songs. There's some phenomenal songs. There's some things that people are going to absolutely love, and no doubt there's going to be some that you're going to think, what the hell was she thinking? So, you know, the first song, Splendid, it's the song and the bit before it, which has sort of gradually become known as Cold Comfort. Features the voices of my eldest, and it opened up my debut album years ago. I think we're 2016. I think it's 2016. Plenty of vinyl left, by the way. So I'm just saying, if you want to help out, go to shop.bleedingobvious.uk and please buy something. It's very nice. Or you can just download for free the Spectrum EP now. So anyway, yeah. So we got new things, we got old things, we've got a nice little card full of things. And for newcomers, for newbies, you might notice that you might notice that a lot of my songs are about being on the LGBT spectrum. And that's because I'm a queer woman, you know, it's what I identify with. We've all had these battles. Before you come out, you tend to, when you come out, you've got this sort of battle with this inside, what's inside and what's outside. And inside is how you feel and all that kind of thing before you come out of the closet. And outside is what you want to be. And anyway, I wrote a song about that, and it's on my second album, Rainbow Heart. And this is it. And it's conveniently called Outside, Inside. I want to live outside how I feel on the inside. Instead I'm on the outside looking in. The life I live each day will not define me. I should learn to take it on the chin. But I'm tired of living life in the danger zone, where my head lies to me every single day. Ba-ba-doo-bap, ba-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-ba-bap. Ba-ba-doo-bap, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-bap. I want to know outside how I feel on the inside. Outside, I'm on the inside looking through. The life I live each day will not define me. Look at it from a different point of view. But I'm tired of living life in the danger zone, where my head lies to me every single day. One day I'll live outside what's on the inside. Outside, I'm on the inside looking in. The life I live each day will not define me, but I need to be outside the skin I'm in. It's not easy being you when you're hiding in plain view, and your head lies to me every single day. Hooray! Hello. Gosh, that's good, isn't it? So yeah, a lot of my stuff is about coming out of the closet and all that kind of thing. So a lot of my stuff, yeah, it's about coming out of the closet, isn't it? And you hear all sorts of things when you come out, don't you? People say things to you. Stuff like, for instance, it's just a phase. That's a common one. Or, oh, you just don't really know, or you're too young to know. Hey, some of us were really young. Some of us didn't know until we were in middle age, and then we got it blamed on a midlife crisis. So anyway, yeah, there's that. Now, eventually this whole outside-inside thing almost explodes. And, there's an in and an out, and sooner or later, you're going to blow up. And so you start thinking. The actress and studio magnate Lucille Ball had a saying. She said, "It's better to regret something you've done than something you haven't." And so gradually it boils away inside you, doesn't it? And we think, something's gonna go wrong here. But who's gonna be the first person you start thinking, okay, right, who am I gonna talk to? Who am I gonna say things to? What's gonna go on? Oh my goodness. And so, you think, who's the first person you're going to come out to? Who's the first person you're going to talk to? Is it going to be your gran?
10.
Your mum, your dad, your sibling? To me,
7.
it was a lady on a
6,
park bench.
5, 4,
And suddenly, now what? I'm going over the top. I'm at the summit and I just can't stop. I'm going over the top, getting ready for that sudden drop. So you tell your first person. Okay, you tell your first person. And then you start hearing all this stuff.
You're just doing this because it's cool.
Sweetheart, I'm 46, I don't do cool anymore.
How did you decide?
Oh, that was easy. Scratch card, 3 lesbians in a row. Does that mean you fancy me? Fancy everybody the same gender as me now, sweetheart. Comes with the
Are
territory.
you sure it's not just a phase?
Oh, God's sake, it's not a phase. Stop saying that.
Do you, like, get a uniform or something?
Nope, gotta be operating lesbian level 7 for the dungarees. Expectations, disbelief in a heartfelt way. All those words, what do you say? Reactions, expectations in a heartfelt way. So what's the worst thing you can say to somebody who's just come out to? Apart from, we disown you, which happens with alarming regularity. For me, the worst thing that anybody could have ever said was, we always knew. It's like, for instance, you know, don't steal our moment. Some of us have been working up to this for years and years and years, but before you know it...
10, 9,
there's another
8,
one.
8, 7,
Person 2.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you're just confused.
No, you're confused. Well, gosh, yes. Coming out. Wow. What happened there? Suddenly I was out. Suddenly I'm out. I'm all that kind of thing. We're on that one, aren't we? Yeah, that one doesn't have a light. So, you're coming out. And you don't know what to do. You tell your family. I covered that in the last show, by the way. If you weren't there for the last Wrenthorpe Palladium, you really should go look it up because it's on YouTube and everything. I will at this point have a drink. Hello, if there's any pink singers in the audience. Hello, pink singers. Here's the mug. The mug that was going to be on stage at Cadogan, but wasn't because we didn't have a stand to put on. All gigs should be powered by tea. I am firmly of that belief. So, anyway, yeah. So you come out to your family, and that sometimes goes well, sometimes it doesn't. It certainly never goes how you expected it to be. We're going to have Sven on this one. Yeah, we're going to have Sven on this one. And can we just move to the... Thank you. We'll have Sven on this one, shall we? Hello. You're on that camera now, aren't you cute? And so you come out to friends. You eventually want to come out to friends. And weird things happen. There's 3 kinds of friends. 3 kinds of friends to come out to, actually. There's 3 kinds of reactions. There's the first sort of reaction who will look at you and go, begone, foul fiend. They're usually the religious ones. And it's just like, okay, right, fair enough. And then you've got the other side. You've got the other ones. And they're the people that get really excited. They're great. They get really excited. I mean, it's lovely for them, but, you know, they're sort of like, oh, my God, you're gay? Are you sure it's not just a phase? We always knew, really. For God's sake. And then they start. And it starts slow and quiet. And they go, oh, my God, so you're out and, oh, that means we can, oh, glitter and pride and disco and, oh, my God, I've got a gay best friend. All right, mate, you know. And then there's the third kind. And they're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant to those people. Because... Let me tell you about my friend Gaz. I don't know if you're watching, Gaz. This story's about you. But, yeah, my friend Gaz, and he's so Manchester, you could cut him like a stick of rock and he'd have Tony Wilson's face, you know, running through. And he's proper Mank, my boy. He's so Manchester. He was a drug runner for the Happy Mondays in the early 90s. That's how much it is. So, yeah. Anyway... I was out at this Pride thing in Manchester, and I hadn't been out long, And I thought, right, okay, I'm in a safe place. I'm in the Village, which is a little area of Manchester for, for gay people. It's sort of like for corralling the gays together. It's called Canal Street. And I was at this thing, and I got this text message. My phone went, and it was just like, all right, kid, I hear you're in Manchester. That's how he talks on my mobile phone, by the way. I hear you're in Manchester. And I went, right, okay. Yes, Gaz, yeah. Ah, are we having a jar? And I thought, oh, hell's teeth, here I am, in the middle of the Village. It's one of the first times I've worn a frock in public. And I was thinking, right, okay. All right, yeah. What the heck? I've had a couple of pints already. And I said, yeah, Gaz, yeah, come and join me. But I'm in the Village. I don't want to go out of the Village because I'm safe here. I'm sort of settled. Can you come and meet me? Anyway, turns up. And I'm expecting all sorts of things because he's always got an answer for everything, as Gaz. And he turned up and he just looked and went, nice frock, what you having? And that was it. He never mentioned it again. It was just, no problem. And they're the best kind. They are the absolute best kind who just, yep, switch flipped. No problem at all. Then there's these people, when you go to the pub and you start going out and again, I used to go out to the pub quite a lot. Alcohol used to be quite a bit of a crutch. And I used to go out to the pub. And once I was out, old friends of mine didn't know how to deal with it. They wouldn't talk to me. They wouldn't do anything like that. And, they'd look through you, and you'd be thinking, oh, brilliant. Hiya, Jeff, or whatever your name is. Hiya, Jeff. We'll call him Jeff for argument's sake. Hi, Jeff. We love you. So anybody called Jeff in the audience, this is not aimed at you in generally. This is not aimed at you specifically, rather. Anyway, hi, Jeff. And it's like they're looking through you. It's like you're a ghost. Like one of those channels, reality channels where, where out of Blue Peter gets locked in a cupboard and screams a bit and all that kind of thing. Maybe I'm watching the wrong films. Anyway, here is a song about not being dead yet. It's something different when people think you've died and mourn your life before. The strangest feeling to live in the past tense and not be called no more. I'm not a zombie, a spectre of regret, 'cause baby, I ain't dead yet. Not 6 feet under, the grave remains unlet, and baby, I ain't dead yet. I'm still walking and talking, but I get blanked every day. I think I'm pretty strong. We're always there for you, the mantra from those friends, invisible and gone. I'm not a zombie, a spectre of regret, 'cause baby, I'm not dead yet. I stand alive and well, as good as you can get, and baby, I'm not dead yet. Oh, gosh, yes. Just get another drink of water here, because my poor little parched throat, as it were. Now, I've been doing a lot of new stuff, but we're going to go right back to the... we're going to go right back to the first album now. And I don't know if you can see it, it's probably a bit off camera. But this is a little multi-pad thing. And I've been using it on some old songs to put some changes in and that kind of thing and do a bit more performance on them. So anyway, I am going to have to get the lyrics for this for this one when we get to it. But anyway, this is a work in progress. This is the start of something called which is actually called Bing Bong at the moment. Teach me to hate myself as much as you hate me. My thoughts have no gender, my consciousness no form. Similarities make the difference, I am free to not consume. There's nothing left to tolerate, jump up and be reborn. Acceptance is to peace when you delete the media scrub. Fears formed from blind words, exfoliate your mind. Free to be a person, germination from constraint. Dignity, integrity, nobility and pride. Humans learn from childhood the rules of subjugation. Break the rule of rules, liberation of humankind. Shatter the bonds of autonomy, revise your definitions. My priorities, my values, my fate, mine. Powerless, we're isolated, repressed, we are joyless. Assign the human eunuch's bond, the business of fear again. Embrace difference as similarity, we all hurt, we all bleed, we all feel, we all love, choose not to be enraged. Male, female, him, her, untick the box, it's defective. Your ideals are solely yours, unlabelled we're the same. Words of violence, words that kill, innocent and deadly. They are your own invention and the basis of your shame. life begins. We're all human.
We're all human.
Isn't it bleeding obvious? So yeah, that one's off the first album. The lyrics for that first one, were written by my very, very dear friend. Just going down to that one, thank you. Oh, there we go. Yes, sorry. I should have come down to this one a little bit earlier, shouldn't I? They're written by my very, very dear friend Helen Rhodes, and Helen's a lovely person who is now living somewhere out in Huddersfield, I believe. Anyway, yeah. So there we go. Now you might have worked out from that one that it's a song protesting trans-exclusive radical feminism, or feminism appropriating reactionary transphobes who, to be fair, we're talking a little bit about acronyms here. You know, TERF is being seen as bad words, so feminism appropriating reactionary transphobe has the acronym of FART, which I'd much prefer. Anyway. I've lost something down here. Hang on. That's better. One of the backlights down there stopped working. So, feminism appropriating reactionary transphobes. So it's about that. Now, when I came out of my little closet all those years ago, I had my epiphany in a drag bar in Leeds. I don't know if any of you've been in there. It's a place called it's a place called Viaduct, and I was actually there on this disastrous date that never quite was what I wanted or anything like that. And I don't think she wanted it either. So, drunkenly, I sat in the corner of this drag bar thinking, here we go. What now? And this song is on the first album in a ridiculous electronic version, and it's on the second album. Sorry, it's on the Spectrum EP in a lovely little acoustic version. I'm going to do the acoustic version now. And I performed this as well to almost 1,000 people in Cadogan Hall in London back in January. It seems so long ago with social distancing and everything that really, hopefully we'll get back there one day, won't we? Hey? Thanks, Pinkies. Queens melt in the background of the bar. Time for someone else to be the star. No need to feel abandoned, dancing slowly to the disco beats. No need to get much closer, keep your distance, bask in the heat. She sips her rum and coke, remembers the days she was in on the joke. Build the walls, hide within, must be happy in her skin. No longer the talk of the party, curious questions on constant repeat. Stay away from arms of strangers, nothing more than a peck on the cheek. on the edges, watching from the shadows, just like a wallflower. On the sidelines, searching for the borders, like a wallflower. On the edges, watching from the shadows, like a wallflower. On the sidelines, searching for the borders, like a wallflower. Like a wallflower. And this one is for my wife. It's called Spectrum. Study celestials under a night sky, glue us together as we fall apart. Live our ideologies, our liberation rituals, unravel my complexities, I'll revel in yours. Remind me of your pleasures in your gentle little touches. Sketch our profiles while you're lost in thought. We're on the spectrum, eccentric perfection, ambidextrous momentum. Live life, love on the spectrum. Bipolar Gemini lets me have my way. I've a sense of direction with a playful kink. Curl up, kitty, tell me it's okay. Tell me what haunts you over a drink. Live our ideologies, our liberation rituals. Unravel my complexities, I'll revel in yours. Remind me of the pleasures in your gentle little touches. Sketch out profiles while you're lost in thought. We're on the spectrum, eccentric perfection, ambidextrous momentum. Live life, love on the spectrum. We could have rabble-rousing rough times, transparently androgynous, fearlessly tender and Taurus as hell. A fearless Tommy Street with Sundays sedentary, lascivious flirtations with your genderqueer femme. Work boot studs of simple needs, build new world orders, dressed in tweed. Give me nasty hookups somewhere down south. You'd love the sound of your name in my mouth. Strong-jawed sweeties, 6-foot Aphrodites. They bond over art, they make out in the yard, and hang around in bookshops while talking about analysts. Bruising with avant-garde, we're on the spectrum. gosh. Now, this is interesting, actually, because from here, I'm sat here in the little studio area we've got, and I can see my I can see my darling wife, who is over there. She's doing all the Facebooky things and just keeping an eye on the chatter and everything like that. But I don't actually think she can hear the audio that's going out the studio. So she's only got my vocals because we've got no monitors in the studio. So basically, my wife has just had an a cappella version of Spectrum. You can go back and look at the thing when we get there, Petal. So yeah, how are we doing for time? We're all right, are we? So there are things that I have sung and what have you. And I had this album coming up called Dirty Blonde. And Dirty Blonde was meant to be out last year and then got delayed and delayed and delayed. And I'm going to do a song from Dirty Blonde. We're all going through points at the moment of self-doubt. We're all going through points where we are feeling mentally ill. We're coming to the end of, I think it's been this last week, the end of mental health week. And, you know, you've got this sort of imposter syndrome. I have a terrible imposter syndrome inside. I never believe, when anybody says anything nice to me, I never actually really believe them. So I've got this horrible imposter syndrome. But you put on a brave face, don't you? You put on a brave face. This is a song about putting on a brave face, and it's called The Prodigal Daughter. Strong, it's a constant struggle keeping on. When did history get so tough? Perceptions off the cuff. Me, I'm fine, yeah, I'm okay. Don't let the mask slip away. Hey, remember the prodigal son, always screwed when judgment comes. Love from me, prodigal daughter, who didn't turn out like she oughta. Hey, remember the prodigal son, always screwed when judgment comes. Love from me, prodigal daughter, who didn't turn out like she oughta. Not enough hours in the day when you feel your lifelines ebb away, and there's too much month at the end of the cash. Gone so fast you get whiplash, and you're running on vapors, you're running out of steam, killing off your self-esteem. And that's alright, 'cause I'm okay, don't let the mask slip away. Hey, remember the prodigal son, always screwed when judgment comes. Love from me, prodigal daughter, who didn't turn out like she oughta. Hey, remember the prodigal son, always screwed when judgment comes. Love from me, prodigal daughter, who didn't turn out like she oughta. how long you gonna keep wasting by? Where's what matters? Where's the prize? What'll your life symbolize? But that's alright, 'cause you're okay. Don't let the mask slip away. Hey, remember the prodigal son, always screwed when judgment comes. Love from me, prodigal daughter, who didn't turn out like she oughta. Hey, remember the prodigal son, always screwed when judgment comes. Love from me, prodigal daughter, who didn't turn out like she oughta. I'm a prodigal daughter. Oh yeah. My wife just sneezed live. Okay, so just in case you don't. Just in case you don't get this, my wife just sneezed from over there, okay? So everybody in the Facebook chat, please say, "Bless you, Helen." Okay, right, tell you what, we'll go on to another one. I'm going to do two in a row. I'm going to do two in a row now. A standy-uppy one. And this one. We're going back to the debut album again. And we're going back to a song that was the first ever proper sample-driven song that I wrote, and I worked out a way of performing this using this little drum system here. Using this little drum system. Yeah, I think you'll probably recognize it from the open bit. So there you go. This is a song that finishes off the first album. And it's still, out of everything, one of my favorites. Without you there to catch me, I would fall. I'm doing fine, thank you. I don't need that safety net. My life is so much simpler. It's all proportionate. I'm dragging you down. Get up off the ground. and you bounce back stronger. And life hits you hard when you're caught off your guard. So you bounce back stronger. Took the next plane home, you left me all alone. Don't even call, we don't speak at all. I walked the line each day, I didn't ask to be this way. Someday we might meet, say something bittersweet. Look back, that's for fools, I'm breaking all the rules. Leave it in the past, me, myself and I. At last, at last. Close the door, don't have me anymore. Close the door, don't need you anymore. Close the door, don't want you anymore. Close the door, don't have me anymore. Gosh. So that's still my favourite one, actually, off the debut album. It was, the song was written, actually, in about a day. It was just one of those where it all fell into place very, very quickly. So, hello, we're back sat down now. We don't get up for the rest of the set. I have to admit, stage manager Ben will be happy to hear that. Let's have a look. What have we got next? Oh my goodness. Okay. Right, so it's a new one. This is a brand new song. As of today, I think only 5 people have heard it before. Now, I started writing this song back in LGBT History Month, and it never quite made itself known until yesterday. And I've just got to remind myself what key it's in. It's in A. And I'm afraid that you're all going to be learning the chorus for this because I'm going to want some video, people. Are we ready? Let's do this. Oh, I'm going to wear my colours with pride. I grew up in the shadow of 28, not much hope, a lot of hate, desperate to emancipate what we felt inside. The songs we heard kept us alive, glad to be gay and I will survive. A dance floor in a seedy dive, drag queens on the mic. Take my hand and march along, together we are strong. Oh, we'll keep our rainbows flying here. Oh, your bigotry's not welcome here. Oh, I'm gonna wear my colours with pride. Red top rags and figureheads condemned the sick out of the dead. Epidemic quickly spread, we were terrified. In playgrounds we dodged abuse from teenage bullies on the loose. Freedom for the right to choose kept us unified. Take my hand and march along, together we are strong. Oh, we'll keep our rainbows flying here. Oh, your bigotry's not welcome here. Oh, I'm gonna wear my colours with pride. Decades on we face the same. Politicians take their aim. Cowards hide behind fake names, encouraged by the right. Celebrities who sermonise, hypocrites who moralise. Once again we'll see your lies, we're standing side by side. Take my hand and march along, together we are strong. Oh, we'll keep our rainbows flying here. Oh, your bigotry's not welcome here. Oh, I'm gonna wear my colours with pride. My colours with pride. Oh, we'll keep our rainbows flying here. Oh, your bigotry's not welcome here. Oh, I'm gonna wear my colours with, I'm gonna wear my colours, oh, my colours with pride. I'm gonna wear my colours with pride. I'm gonna wear those colours with pride. Wearing my colours with pride. Brand new song, okay? And if all goes according to plan, that's going to get released fairly soon as a single. So yeah, cool. Oh, well, you know, Helen is waving her arms around and saying people are liking it. So I think that's a good thing. That's helped. Okay. Right, wow. Wow, I'm going to have a special drink out of my Pink Singers mug now. The Pink Singers, the premier LGBTQIA plus choir in Britain, if not the world. And actually, some of my best mates, Simon, James, I don't know, Zian, I don't know if any of you are watching, but hi, if you are. Hello. And hello, Mum, if you're managing to tune in today. Gosh, that's yummy. Right, okay, so. Now I've actually calmed down from that one. I'm going to, I'm going to just, there's 2 songs left, okay? 2 songs left. One of which is from Dirty Blonde, and one of which you'll all know. Come on, let's face it. Now, has anybody here ever had a dream where they were talking to their younger self and offering advice? I had one of those a while back, and I sat in, was in bed, woke up and thought, oh, what would I actually say to my younger self? And here's a bit of advice for my younger self. Switched herself off from the rest of the world. A teenage tangle of teenage anxiety. To deal with life, she'd formed this strategy. Hide in your room, 'cause then they can't get you. Hide in the dark, 'cause then they can't hurt you. 'Cause not everyone's an enemy, there'll surely be some friends. Not everyone's out to get you in the end. But kid, don't burn your bridges, 'cause they'll someday lead the way. The consequences of your path could be permanent and never go away. Don't burn your bridges, 'cause they may need to cross them someday. There's lots of labels your friends will supply. They'll say you're a mermaid, they'll tell you you're a butterfly. What ifs run in your mind like a fight against your soul. Nostalgia doesn't have to be your goal. Remember, your friends love you when you're standing at the sea, and you want to jump in 'cause of what you think that you might be. Carry on working, but don't work too much. And sometimes mum just phones you 'cause she just wants to stay in touch. But don't burn your bridges, 'cause they'll one day lead the way. The consequences of your path could be permanent and never go away. Don't burn your bridges, 'cause you may need to cross them someday. They'd rather the attention was aimed at you. But you'll meet your soulmate, but not for some time. But keep on keeping on, 'cause you're doing fine. Don't burn your bridges, 'cause they'll one day lead the way. The consequences of your path could be permanent and never go away. Don't burn your bridges, 'cause you may need to cross them someday. Cross them someday. Cross them someday. Cross them someday. And there we go. Another song from Dirty Blonde is that one. Now, a couple of bits of housekeeping before we hit the final song, sad face crying. Before we hit the final song, there's a little bit of housekeeping. First off, next Wednesday on Rhubarb Radio in Wakefield, I've recorded it already actually, an exclusive live acoustic set for the Rhubarb Roots show. And you can tune into Rhubarb Radio, just Google it or what have you. And secondly, the video will also be available on the Rhubarb Radio page. If you want to view the first Palladium, if you want to re-watch the first Palladium, that's available on YouTube. And you can find out everything that I'm doing and all that kind of thing on the website and all that sort of stuff. We're hoping to do more of these. There will be a Palladium 3. Palladium 3 will most likely be a completely acoustic show. You know, no electronics, just me and the piano. So, hey, and maybe doing some of the stuff from Clara. We don't know, you know, the Clara soundtrack. I was talking to the executive producer of Clara earlier today, and she said, "Oh yeah, you should really do that. You should really do that. You know, we'll play some of the music from Clara." And so we hit the final song. I wasn't going to put this one in, but I know I'd get lynched if I didn't, especially when you consider that right now we are in the situation we're in, aren't we? Times ahead, sometimes it don't work out. You want to scream and shout where it's easy to be you. Then life would be so untrue. Take each day at a time. Soon the sun will shine. There's a hill you need to climb. One foot in front of the other. Take each day at a time. Soon the sun will shine. Life won't always be sublime. One foot in front of the other. I've yet to learn of someone who didn't U-turn collateral along the road in a big depressive episode. When it don't check out, stop, work it out, perhaps out of the blue. They'll see a different side of you and take each day at a time. Soon the sun will shine, there's a hill you need to climb. One foot in front of the other, take each day at a time. You know the sun will shine, life won't always be sublime. One foot in front of the other. And as we come to the rest, the final bit of the show, it only remains for me to say thank you very much to you, the wonderful viewers, for watching me on Facebook. It's been very nice spending my Saturday with you. Thank you very much to producer Benjamin Rowbottom, who has been sat on the desk, switching the cameras, making sure everything's working behind the scenes. Thank you very much to Helen, my darling wife, who's been operating the Facebook feed. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Take each day at a time. Soon the sun will shine, there's a hill you need to climb. One foot in front of the other, take each day at a time. You know the sun will shine, life won't always be sublime. One foot in front of the other and take each day at a time. Take each day at a time. And life is never quite as straight as it seems. My name's Jessica Rowbottom. I'm the single sole member of the Bleeding Obvious, in the same way that one drink makes a round, one aeroplane makes an airline. Please do go follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter, Bleeding Obs. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me home and sit in my front garden, and I'll even make you a cup of tea as long as you adhere to social distancing and don't do what Dominic Cummings did, all right? Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.